Ever wonder what the quietest sound in the world is? It's the click of a door closing behind someone who was your everything, leaving you standing alone in the sterile, echoing silence of a hospital hallway. I was staring at the blank white wall, my reflection a ghostly stranger. When the text message lit up my phone, it wasn't for me. It was for her, my wife, Sarah. I'd picked up her phone by mistake. The message read, "He bought it." The whole sick mother story. "Can't wait to be in your arms, my love. Just a few more weeks until we're free." My blood ran cold. He who, free from what? If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you're from and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. For 10 years, Sarah was my world. We built a life in a cozy brownstone just off Lincoln Avenue in Chicago. We shared dreams, inside jokes, and a joint bank account that I filled with my salary from a demanding finance job. She was a freelance graphic designer, and I supported her passion, never questioning the lulls in her income. I loved her. I trusted her. That trust shattered in that hospital corridor, where I was waiting for news on my actual sick mother. Sarah wasn't with me. She'd said a client had a last-minute emergency. Now I knew that client's name was probably my love. I went home that night a different man. The warmth of our home felt like a stage set for a play where I was the fool. Sarah came in late, smelling faintly of a cologne that wasn't mine. She kissed me, her lips cold, and asked about my mom with a performance of concern that would have won an Oscar. "It's tough," I said, a voice hollow, "but we're hanging in there." I didn't confront her. Not yet. The message was a spark, but I needed to see the whole fire. I started paying attention. The late-night work emergencies. The way she guarded her phone like it held state secrets. The new, expensive lingerie she bought, which I never saw. I became a ghost in my own marriage, observing, noting. I put a keylogger on her laptop. It was a dark, invasive thing to do, but I was past caring about privacy. Her privacy had ended the moment she planned a future with another man while wearing my ring. The emails were worse than I could have imagined. His name was Mark, a smug real estate developer she'd met at a gallery opening. They weren't just sleeping together. They were building a new life. My life. They'd been looking at condos in Miami. They talked about my money, our money, as their escape fund. "It's just a bit longer," she wrote to him. "He's about to get his annual bonus. Once that clears, I'll say I need to visit my sister and transfer our savings. We'll never see it coming." She called me predictable, loyal, a safe bet. They laughed about it. I broke. One night after reading their vile exchanges, I locked myself in the bathroom and just fell apart. I didn't make a sound. It was a silent, gut-wrenching collapse of everything I believed in. The man in the mirror was a broken shell. But as the sun rose, something new hardened inside me. The grief turned to ice. The hurt turned to strategy. She wanted to ruin me? Fine. But I would write the ending to this story. I played the part of the oblivious, loving husband. I even suggested we throw a huge 10-year anniversary party. Big one, I said, at that beautiful venue by the Chicago River. Let's invite everyone. Our families, all our friends. Her eyes lit up. She saw it as a perfect farewell tour, a final performance before her grand escape. She had no idea it was her public execution. Legally, I was moving in silence. I met with the best divorce attorney in Chicago. We documented everything, the emails, the text messages, the hidden credit card statements showing lavish hotel stays and gifts for Mark. I quietly moved my bonus into a new account she couldn't touch, transferred our joint savings, the money I had earned, into a trust that she had no access to, replacing it with just enough to avoid suspicion for a few days. The trap was set. The night of the party was perfect. The city lights twinkled, champagne flowed, and Sarah was radiant in a dress I'd paid for. She mingled, laughing with our friends, her hand on my arm. Oh, a picture of a happy marriage. Mark was there too, invited by Sarah as her +1 from work. He had the gall to shake my hand, a smug little smirk on his face. He thought he was winning. My dad, a man of few words but immense integrity, was set to give a toast. I handed him a small stack of note cards just before he went up. "Dad," I whispered, "just read this, please. Trust me." He looked at me, saw the abyss in my eyes, and nodded. He tapped the glass. The room went quiet. He started with the usual pleasantries. Then his voice shifted. He wasn't reading a toast. He was reading Sarah's emails to Mark. Word for word. The room fell silent. He's about to get his annual bonus? Once that clears, I'll transfer our savings. I'll never see it coming. He read their plans for Miami, their jokes about my trusting nature. Every ugly, treacherous word echoed through the silent venue. I watched Sarah's face. Color drained from it. A confident smile crumbled into pure, unadulterated horror. She looked at me, her eyes screaming, and I just stared back, my expression empty. Mark was already slinking towards the exit, but my two cousins, both built like linebackers, were conveniently blocking his path. All eyes were on Sarah, her parents, my parents, the friends who had celebrated our wedding. Total, complete, social annihilation. Security escorted them both out. The party was over. The next morning, she was served divorce papers, a restraining order, and a lawsuit for fraud. She got nothing. No money, no home, no reputation. She lost her family, her friends, everything. The empire she tried to build on my back turned to dust in a single night. Oh, my home is quiet. The silence is different. It's not the roaring silence of betrayal anymore. It's just empty. The Chicago wind rattles the windows of the brownstone, a lonely sound in a house that was once filled with laughter. I won. I destroyed her. But as I stand here looking out at the city lights, I realize that when you burn everything down to get revenge, you're still left standing in the ashes. The end.